For anyone who will say insecurity doesn't concern me, I don't live in Boko Haram territory. I don't live in Sokoto or Katsina and all that. I don't live in the East. Anyone in Nigeria who will say that is living in a fool's paradise.
I grew up in a federal government college. We didn't see tribe and all of that and religious differences. We all grew up together and lived in peace and unity, which is the ideal of the forefather.
Even though this research was done between January and February, kidnapping, banditry, Boko Haram, even the lost days in the East is still going on, and people are made to pay ransom. Young students are kidnapped on the way to school or to meetings or convention, and their parents are forced to pay ransom. Some they have even killed. It could be anybody. It could be your children, my children, whoever's children.
Anybody who is familiar with the Nigerian situation would know that one of the biggest problems we have, particularly concerning insecurity right now, is the confusion everywhere. Insecurity is like that proverbial elephant that people are touching in different places. Those who touch the stomach can say, oh yeah, it's a very big stomach. So the description of insecurity, the consequences of insecurity, the character, the nature of insecurity is therefore confused. It's not surprising that the solutions that we have had from government are also a bit confusing. And so what we set out to do was not just to examine, to find out, to know, but also to provide solution.
The report is on insecurity. The title is Unraveling Nigeria's Insecurity Crisis, the Urgent Need for a Lasting Solution. Well, we at INSDEC and PSD UK have several months ago thought about providing data based on kidnapping, killings, banditry and all that in Nigeria.
Specifically, we investigated the major drivers, causes of insecurity in the country, the effect of insecurity on education, healthcare access and infrastructure, on food production, on commercial activities, and generally on people's well-being. And for us to do that, our study locations were Imo and Benue.
INSDEC is the acronym, Initiative for Socio-Economic Development and Communication, while PSD UK, International Organization for Peace Building and Social Justice. They've been very active in both Nigeria and the UK, and we are glad to collaborate with them, and we hope we'll continue to have good collaboration that will help our country, Nigeria.
The people who are Nigerians abroad have the distinction of being very connected to their home countries. And as a result, whilst living abroad, are very much interested in being able to come home, are very much interested in being able to invest in their home, in being part and parcel of the development of their home. And for that reason, there is a great deal of concern in the diaspora concerning the state of security, or rather insecurity, in Nigeria. And this is the reason why PSD UK has sought to work with INSDEC on this regard.
We found that the nature, the face, the character of insecurity is different from region to region. Now, you may think that that is easy, that is expected. But what was profound about that, what is profound about any research, is that the facts are always there, but nobody had ever bothered to bring them together. It is in the bringing them together that they now make a point. So what we were able to do here is to bring together facts that are there that are obvious, that are not obvious, and therefore we chase the problem with the wrong solutions.
One size fits all solution cannot work, because there are different drivers of insecurity in the different zones and in different states. So there has to be targeted solutions for different types of insecurity. For banditry, it has to be different. For terrorism, it has to be different. For kidnapping, it has to be different.
The Boko Haram and ISWAP that are terrorizing us in the Northeast are not the same people that are terrorizing us in Zamfara, even though both places are in the north. One in northwest, not in northeast. If we apply our minds to this particular finding alone, we will come up with different solutions to the situation in Nigeria.
These suggestions and recommendations are not only for the federal government, it's also for the state governments, it's also for opinion leaders. In fact, a lot of the problems we have, some of us think is the elites that are responsible for those problems. Those who think they are elites and they are bigger than all of us, you know. So this report will also let them know the right path to tread so that this country can remain a country.
Who gets to ensure that the environment in which we're living in is a peaceful environment? That is where the issues is, and that's why I say leadership is absolutely key. Where there is political will, the fact that we are 200 different tribes, 500 languages, 2 major religions is very insignificant to the living in peace in this nation.
If you have a problem and you ask the question why 5 times, you will get to the root of the problem. And so our approach is deeply conceptual, it's not theoretical, although some people run away from theories. I don't think they should, because if you don't understand a problem conceptually, you are not likely to find a solution to the problem. You will just be dealing with the leaves. If you cut up a branch, another branch will grow.